Hi everyone, I'm RaeAnne, I'm 16 and I want to see a society where we can all be vulnerable with each other and also be willing to be a listening ear for those who need it. I'm the head prefect of the prefectoral board, and what I do is that I oversee the entire board as well as the entire exco, and I also head the student management committee. When I first took on this big role of being like head prefect, I felt really inadequate. I just felt like I couldn't live up to what they had done before me. But like as I walk my leadership journey, I realized that my leadership style doesn't have to look like someone else's, and that I can do what's best for me, do what's best for like the team that I'm working with, and that as long as I am always like improving, I'm always thinking about how I can be that leader for someone else, then I think I'm doing the best I can, and yeah, that's okay. Yeah. I think mental health is really important to me because when I used to have really bad anxiety last time, I think I always felt like quite judged by other people because I felt like they didn't really understand what was going on, or at least at that point of time, not many people knew what it was about, but yet they still just always tried to be that listening ear for me. And so I think that really translates into why I think it's so important for us to just be that listening ear for someone else, because you never know when they need it. So I think now that I've sort of become a lot better, I think I want to create that same environment for other people to be able to be okay with dealing with what they're dealing, and that they are able to continue to just live life going through what they're going through, but with the support of other people. The two people who have worked really closely with me through my leadership journey would probably be my exco members like Tammy and Jerry, who have walked the journey beside me, not just as my exco members but also as my friends. I think it made the process a lot more enjoyable because we were there to be pillars of support that we could just lean on and also just support each other. This is Jerry and this is Tammy, and we're from the same exco, and we've been working together for about 1.5 years now.
For me, right, when I first met her, it was on the first day of school at the orientation camp. And like my impression of her was that she's very charismatic, even though like we were not close yet and we were just acquaintances, right? But then like the aura that she emits was very strong, and I could see that like she was really like a natural leader.
Generally, she just radiates positive vibes, and she's just like a ball of sunshine.
The way that I try to practice mental health is through the small things instead of like always focusing on the big things. And so like I do it through conversations, like just caring about somebody else and really like just finding out how they're doing.
Recently, when like this year, when like my close family member passed on, and RaeAnne actually texted me and asked and checked in on how I was feeling and if I was like coping well. And I felt that I really needed that somebody to be there to check in on me, especially when like the rest of my family members were also grieving. And her text message to me like really comforted me when I was like very stressed out.
Through like the affirmation of other people and also me discovering just what kind of leader I am, I think it really helps me a lot, and I was able to just realize that my version of leadership is that things don't have to always be like in the big things. It can always be in the small things, and in the small things you still get things done. It's still a step forward. I think my leadership style is grounded on making sure that everybody in my team has fun and wants to put their best foot forward because they're willing to be there and they want to be there. The secret for my exco being efficient is probably the fact that it's not just a group of people working together. It's really like all bonded by friendships. We're just encouraging each other, and I think that that's my favorite part about it. During the period of time where everybody had to be at home and we weren't allowed to gather in school, we would like have all our meetings, our exco meetings over Zoom. And so before we even got started on doing whatever we had to do, we would just like talk first and we would just find out what everybody's doing in their lives. Yeah, it would just usually become really funny, and then we would just talk about like anything, any random thing. And then from then on, when we like transition into talking about work, so like get everybody's moods up first, and then yeah.
So the fact that she gave us these outlets to just kind of talk about our feelings or whatever struggles we were facing really helped, and it also encouraged us to continue moving on and to work harder for our next project and make it a lot better than what our previous projects have been.
Pre-COVID, we'll have like bigger like mass prefectoral board bondings where we will ask the prefects to bring their own breakfast, and we will meet up at like the basketball court, and we will just like sit together in like groups and like just like eat breakfast while we like talk about how we were feeling, how we were coping with like the prefect role and like our struggles, or like problems that we're facing.
When we were leading a thing, it was like people at first they were still awkward because I mean it's normal, but then I think they started to realize that it's a safe space for them to share and that like they wouldn't judge each other here, and it wasn't like we weren't here to like criticize each other. We're just able to here to help each other and hear each other out. And I think from then on I think there was more like discussion, because they felt more comfortable anyways.
After seeing RaeAnne as the head prefect and helping to create a more safe and caring environment for everybody to feel comfortable in, I took actions in my own small committee. I also tried to help create a more open environment where they can share their situations with me so that in further instances we can all learn more and like do a better job.
RaeAnne's leadership style has influenced the way I lead others as well, and because I'm the CCA leader of my track and field team, and during track and field, after track and field trainings, we also have bondings with our small groups, and I feel that I've learned to encourage my fellow peers to open up more about their struggles and especially their mental well-being as well.
So I'm really glad that RaeAnne's kind of style has also impacted me and ended up impacting other prefects that I work with. So it is really very comforting to see them grow and how their leadership styles has also changed into something that is improved from what they were last time.
I'm very fortunate that my school is a bunch of really talkative people, so they really love catching up with each other and just talking about their life. And I'm very glad that I've rather successfully created an environment where they're comfortable enough to share with each other, comfortable enough to be friends with each other. I would say that I always try and keep it fun, make sure that there's enjoyment in the process, because I think that's quite underrated, just enjoying what you're doing at the same time. So I always try and make that a point. I like to put myself in the shoes of those that I'm leading, and if they enjoy it, then the fruits will be much better.